All right. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Y'all, I'm so sorry I am late. I was in some training that I had going on. Y'all know, look, I'm a student. Told y'all this half of the year, I'm a student and I have to make sure that I'm getting my study on and learning. And they're still in class right now. So yeah, I had to leave, even though I paid for it. I had to leave, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I told y'all I'm going to be here. So I'm here. I'm here. Y'all come on in. Let it be known when you are here. Make sure that you like the video, heart it on Facebook, on YouTube as you come on. Give the thumbs up. I'm going to say that a lot. Give the thumbs up as soon as you come on to YouTube. Now, a quick reminder to everybody, for those who are new to me and new to this YouTube channel. First of all, welcome. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Look, I know you all could just listen to anyone else. There are a lot of people on here on YouTube that talk about trading, and that could be in the Forex market. That could be, in other markets and whatnot, stock market and everything, y'all. But you're here tuning in to me. Even for my people who are watching the replay, thank you so very much for even taking the time out of your day to watch the replay. And I'm saying thank you because you're taking the time out for you to learn this skill. It's not about me. It's about you taking the time out of your day to learn this skill or to confirm some of the things that you have learned. You could be using this channel to do that as well. That's perfectly fine. So I don't want to hold y'all up. Like I said, hit the like button on Facebook, hit the heart on Facebook, thumbs up on YouTube. Press that subscribe button if you have not done so yet. If you're not subscribed to this channel and you love the information and you love the value, you love how I teach, you love the information I share, whatever it is, hit that subscribe and also that notification bell, especially for my people who are not part of the Prosperity Cause community, because as you all know, you will get an email, you'll get a text message letting you know that I'm live, okay? If you're part of the community already. If you're not part of the community, you'll be relying on YouTube to let you know that I'm live, all right? So let's get to it. I need to go ahead and share my screen. This is going to go a bit fast and furious, y'all, because I am late. It's almost 15 minutes after, and normally by 9:30 Central Standard Time, I'm already looking at the charts, okay? So let's do this disclaimer. Disclaimer real quick. Remember, y'all, trading and investing in any market can contain substantial risk and it's not suited for every individual. Every trader and investor learns and performs differently. Thus, the results will not all be the same. There is a potential for a trader and investor to lose all or more than their initial investments due to numerous factors. Therefore, it is suggested that each trader and investor only invest money that can be lost without jeopardizing their financial security and or lifestyle. Y'all don't need y'all going out here and blowing your entire retirement account on one trade and putting all your money in one broker account. Okay, please, let's be wise in how we put our money into the market, no matter the market. Okay. Friendly reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed trader, okay? I don't work with the CFTC. I'm not part of that organization. I am a student just like you. The only difference is I've probably been trading a bit more longer than you. I've probably made a bit more money than you. I've probably seen a bit more consistency than you. But that does not mean that I am the end all be all when it comes to trading, okay? So just putting that out there. I'm only sharing information for educational purposes. I'm sharing my ups, my downs, things that have worked for me, but I'm also sharing things that have not worked for me in hopes that you avoid those same hurdles and obstacles that I experienced in the beginning of my trading journey, okay? Remember, y'all, as I share these things, I want you to do your own due diligence. Go and do your own research. Nothing that I share on here is for you to do and not do any research. Everything that I share on this YouTube channel is for you to take it, go do your own digging, go down the rabbit hole if need be, that's fine. And then make an informed decision on how you want to execute in the market, okay? All traders and investors that utilize strategies discussed, services, and products shown will do so at their own risk. Remember, y'all, past profits do not guarantee future results, okay? And again, this information is for educational purposes only. All right, so I know I said I'm going to go fast and furious, y'all, and it did not update my slide. Oh, yes, it did. It did. I see it. Disregard. Okay. So last week we went undefeated. We had two of the trades that we marked up and analyzed together. Both of those trades did hit our profit areas. I did give you all the total amount of pips that gold moved because gold was in a massive sale last week. It went down over 1,400 pips, y'all, almost 1,500 pips last week. So gold has been selling. I just looked at it a little while ago, like briefly, like literally for a split second, and it started buying a bit. So it may be attempting to recoup some of those losses in the market, but we'll get to it here in a minute. USD JPY, it hit our 3 take profit points, which was 92 pips, but I'm going to show you on the next slide how many pips it actually ended up going up in price just in general over the past week. Okay, so that's our last week in a review. So that puts us at 3-0 so far for the month of November. We're doing all right. So we're not going to go into this week like, oh, we about to be undefeated. Nope. We're just going to see what the market shows us and we move accordingly. Okay. So we had a great week. No lessons in the market. That's great. But now let's just go in this new week with a new mindset and let's just move with the market. Okay. I'm not going to really go over this that much because, for time's sake anyway, but if you all want to use something else outside of the currency strength meter and this particular website makes sense to you, if you want to go to finviz.com, you can actually use that to show you the currency strength. Okay, so if you see that it's green over here, then that means that there is a bit of buying going on with that currency. If it is red, that means there's some sales going on with that currency. US dollar, for whatever reason, it's saying that it's neutral. Y'all, it wasn't neutral over the past week. There was a lot of buying going on with the US dollar. So this, honestly, I don't know what's up with FinViz and this, but this isn't accurate at all when it comes to US dollar, because I'm looking at the DXY and I see that the DXY is showing that it had been going up. So but I got it. FinViz is saying stable or neutral. I'm telling you now, go to the DXY on Trading View, and it's going to show you that the US dollar did go up. Okay. So I know I normally go into, looking at which currencies had the most movement as far as pips go, but I'm just going to go straight to the next screen. That's going to talk about our biggest movers, y'all. So biggest movers for the previous week. Number one was our FOREX pairs. So I'm going to go over our currency pairs, I should say, and that is USD JPY and GBP JPY. I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but over the past, I'll say almost 2 months, I've been noticing the past 2 months, these two have been the biggest movers out of the major and minor currency pairs that a lot of us trade. Okay. I'm not talking about exotics because I don't do any, Turkish lira and ZAR and, I don't do any of that stuff. Okay. I stick to the majors and the minors. Okay. And so USD JPY actually went up in price over 300 pips. We're talking about almost 400 pips. It moved up. So if the US dollar maintains its strength, y'all, this week, if I were you, if the US dollar maintains its strength, then you can look for a potential new entry with USD JPY, because as you can see, that's almost 400 pips of movement in 1 week. That's a lot of money that you can make, especially if you have a larger broker account. Like if you have a larger account balance in your broker, listen, you can make a bunch of money with movement like that within a week. Okay. That's a really great week for a day trader. Okay. And then GBP JPY, that went down in price 310 pips. All right. So we're still looking at 300 plus for both of those things. So if you have multiple live accounts and you want to put in multiple trades, then you could have put in 2 trades that week and got, somewhere between possibly 200 and 600 pips, right? If you would have caught it. So that would have been a really great pay week for you as a trader. Just pay attention to how the market is moving. Next is, excuse me. Next is Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropped, or not dropped. Bitcoin went up in price over 12,000 thousand pips. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but you know, it made a new high. Of course, it went up past $93,000, and that was from like 80,000 or something like that from the price point it was at last week. So it went from like 80 something thousand to over 93,000. That's why we have a 12,000 pip move, and we're talking about almost 13,000 pips. Yeah, I only got to put in one trade last week with with Bitcoin, and I'm actually a bit annoyed, but it's all good. You know, money was made, but still, I'm like, dog, you was only able to catch it one time. So, but it's all good. You know, we're gonna look at the market this week and see what the market holds. Okay, US 30 didn't do a lot last week. It actually was a bit of consolidation. It did go down eventually, of course, after that massive move to the upside. It did eventually go down, but it went down about 715 pips, you know, give or take. So that's not a lot for US 30, because US 30 normally is in the 1,000 range over week time. So that just means that the slowdown definitely occurred after the massive buy that happened directly following the U.S. election, the U.S. presidential election. Okay, so those are some of our biggest movers for the week. And as you know, gold is one of those things that was a really big mover because it did drop down over 1,400 pips. Okay, so let's get to it. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my screen. I'm gonna start marking up gold first, and then I'm gonna go to Bitcoin. If y'all have something you want me to mark up, then I suggest that you go ahead and type it in the chat. If you're on Facebook, you can type it in the comments. It should come through. Okay, it should come through. We shouldn't have any problems. But yeah, so go ahead and type it in the chat. If you're watching a replay and there's something that you really love to trade, y'all, listen, still type it in the comments if you're watching a replay. And what I can do is next time around, I got you, you know, I got you covered. I'll make sure that, you know, that we go over it. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm not sharing my screen. I just noticed it. All right, let me remove this and then let me share my screen and we're going to get to it. Okay, so again, if you all are just jumping on, I see some more people are coming on. Y'all remember on Facebook, go ahead, like or heart this video. If you're on YouTube tuning in, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up first, okay? And like I said, y'all always share with someone you know is looking to learn how to trade. I need some water. The little one is sick, y'all, and so I'm praying that she has not passed this on to me. Prayerfully. But you know how you be feeling it in your throat? It's like, don't you dare. So I've already started taking some medicine. So prayerfully, we don't have any issues. Okay, so like I said, share with at least 1 to 2 aspiring traders or people that are trading right now. They just may need a little confirmation on what they're doing, or there may be that person or those people that are on the verge of throwing in the towel with trading. I would say just have them come tune in, okay? Because something I share, it may be a confirmation for them, all right, or it may be a revelation for them. Either one is fine. Just go ahead, share the link with them. If they jump on, great. If they don't, it's all good. You did your part, okay, by sharing. Remember, y'all, sharing is caring, okay? And like I said, for those of you that are just jumping on, feel free, excuse me, feel free to type in, type in what you want me to mark up, okay? I went through the slides pretty fast because I wanted to get to the charts because I did jump on late after attending a course that I paid for, but you know, they're still there. And I'm like, hey, I said I'm going to do this on Sunday, so let me go ahead and be a woman of my word, right? Be a woman of my word. Okay, so these are updates because the market had already hit all of my sale areas. It actually surpassed the sale areas that I had marked last week. for gold. So I updated it, and then I found an imbalance that it looked like it filled. I don't know if this filled or was close to filling. Okay, so it didn't quite fill it. So I'm gonna leave that here because I don't want to delete that, because price could come back down and then come back up and finally fill this imbalance, this old imbalance here. Okay, so we have the month, of course. I'm going to do my top-down analysis starting at the week, y'all. If you're wondering, like, Leona, what is a top-down analysis and why do you do it? I can actually show you all slow motion by going back into my YouTube channel. I actually have a video of me showing people how I do my top-down analysis. You can check that out, okay? By all means, feel free to, especially while it is there, all right? But I'm doing a top-down analysis because there's a couple of things I'm looking for. I'm looking for the previous, normally I do the previous month, and that's if it's a new month. So I won't do a new month high and low until December 1st, okay? So I do the month, I look at the high and I mark it. I look at the low and I mark it for the previous month, for the previous week, and for the previous day. I do those three. The reason why I do the month, y'all, is because I invest too. So I just figure it's no point in me changing what I do in that aspect. I just keep it when I trade, okay? So, and that actually helps give me other areas to pay attention to a lot of times as well. So by all means, y'all, if you want to see how I do it in slow motion, okay, and I talk you through it, then by all means, go check it out on my YouTube channel. It is called Top Down Analysis. All right, Top Down Analysis, y'all. So I'm going to change this and put it to up here. I'm just trying to make sure I got it at the right spot. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I feel it. Take me some more medicine. All right, let me get rid of these sale areas because price didn't continue to go. So we shall see how it goes this week. All right, and then I'm going to delete that out of here, that text out of here. Oops. Delete that text out of here. Okay, cool. And this is old too, so I'm going to delete that. Okay, so I got my week. I have my week high. I have my week low. All right, cool. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the day. The previous day. This is the current day. And then this is the previous day. So I want to identify the previous high and the previous low. I know these candles look pretty big. I'll adjust it in a minute. Okay, but this is to make sure that I got it correct. All right. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry especially if you have on like your AirPods or something. And I'm sitting here doing that in your ear. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's just in my throat, but I'll be drinking some water and hopefully get it out. Okay, so I have my previous day. This is the previous day. This is the current day. So as you know, today, Sunday, the market opened up. Gold has been buying. All right, that's what this is telling us. The market opened on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it has been buying since then. All right, there's no lower shadow, so that means that there's no sale. Buyers are in the building right now. All right, okay, cool. So now I'm going to go down to the 4-hour. And y'all, if you want to know like why I place what I place and why I do what I do and all that good stuff, y'all, more than likely I have it on this YouTube channel, so it's too easy. Just go and check it out. Okay, so like I'm about to place my field. There are some people who don't use a Fibonacci. That's fine. You don't have to use a Fibonacci if you don't want to. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. I do because I want to look for areas where price may return to. anything that gives me a bit of a slight edge, okay, or an advantage, excuse me, in the market, I'm going to take it. Okay, I'm going to take it. All right, so I'm identifying my supply zone because I'm marking where the previous pullback from the sell. Okay, and this is a big sell off here, so I want to see where price may come back to. Okay, that's going to help me to identify if I should enter a trade for a buy or if I should push pause. Right, and that helps me with identifying my risk to reward, all that good stuff. Okay, and if you're wondering what I'm doing right now with this rectangle, this is called the golden zone. This is our 50% and 61.8. You may hear me say 618 because I'm country, because I cut stuff out sometimes. Don't mind me. That means 61.8%. Okay, and that was a little too low. There we go. Did I go up too far? Okay, there we go. Okay, again, not everybody use the field. That's perfectly fine. Okay, I do. I love it. I was taught how to use this by a really great man who trades crypto, who taught me more about trading and investing in the cryptocurrency market than I think anyone has ever. And that's where I got the setup with the fib and all of that from old blockchain Cobain. Shout out to him for putting me on. Okay, so what I'm looking at now is we already established when the market opened back up, it started buying. Excuse me, y'all. So when the market opened up, it started buying. So we see here on the 4 hour, each candle represents 4 hours of price movement. Okay, I don't trade out for the 4 hour. I'm a day trader. That would be more so for a swing trader, but I'm a day trader. So I can do the 1 hour. Sometimes I may do the 15-minute, depending on if I want to be in and out of the trade faster. Okay, but I'm more of a 1 hour because I use candlestick patterns to tell me when I should be entering a trade and when I should stay away. Okay, as well as news and all of those other things. Okay, so I didn't cover that today. Y'all, please make sure you go to forex.com. I'm not forex.com, forexfactory.com. So that way you can see what news is coming up this week. So that way you are properly prepared. Y'all, please don't jump into any trades if you have no idea what news is coming up, because there could be some high impact or some medium impact news that could potentially turn your trade around and go in the opposite direction. And now you lose out massively when you could have simply avoided that by not entering the trade prior to the news or closing your position out in profit before the news occurs, right? Either or is perfectly fine, but me personally, I just don't even enter, and it kind of depends though. So like if it's news at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm not entering the trade. I'm not gonna enter the trade before then because there's a possibility that I could be stuck in that trade and not in profit, and then news happen and then I'm stuck. So no, I'm good. Excuse me. Okay, so this is my month low here. Okay, just as a friendly reminder. So this is telling me the previous month, for the month of October, this was the low. Okay, for gold. So we're looking at price potentially coming up here and this being an area of resistance. So for those of you that don't understand or know what support and resistance mean, because you're very, very new to trading, y'all go to ChatGPT. If you don't want to pay for any Forex education, I'll tell y'all this all the time. As much as I, want to make sure that people learn with me, if you don't have the funds right now, y'all use ChatGPT. So write down the word support and write down the word resistance. And then I want you to go into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to explain support to you in Forex trading like you're a fifth grader, okay? Or like a fifth grader can understand, whatever. And then do the same thing for resistance. Why am I telling you this? Because not everybody have money. It's the Christmas, Christmas is coming up. People are putting money into gifts and whatnot. They're spending a lot of money on presents and stuff. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I used to be there, and God has redeemed me and from that spirit. However, you know, I was once there, so I understand. So if you can't afford right now to learn from somebody, then use ChatGPT. So again, I'm looking at this previous month low here that I have identified, this orange line. This could potentially be an area of resistance. So I'm going to do this to help people understand better. This is where price is at right now. This candle is red. All right, cool. So what I'm looking at is price could potentially come up here. And this is going to help me to identify if I want to buy or sell, right? Or just say don't do anything at all. Price could come up here and then push down. Okay? Price could come up here, go sideways. Okay? And it could do that for a while. It could just play on this line for a while. Price could come up here, come down.
For the ones ensuring the job always gets done.
Oh, man.
Wearing many hats. Granger offers professional grade industrial supplies
and then
product availability. Call
come up.
Granger.com or just stop by.
Okay.
For the ones who get it.
It could do that. So there's three things that price could do at this area that would now be our resistance. It could come up here and just push back down. It could come up here and go sideways like I showed you, and then decide if it's going to go up or down. Or it could just come up here, push down a little bit, and then break and push on back up. Okay? Those are your three things that price could potentially do. Hopefully everybody got it. Okay? Cool. So now that we have that identified, let me delete this. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope this goes away soon. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to see what price is right now. How many pips is this to this potential resistance? Okay, so I'm looking at 126 pips. Got it? 126 pips. Because now that they've added another number on here, this is my pip. Okay, so that means I'm going to move this decimal over 1. Okay, so that's 126 pips. Okay, cool. So if y'all know me, hopefully y'all know me by now. If you're new to me, then you're going to learn something. One of the things that I look for big time in trading gold is I'm looking for a risk to reward of at least 1 to 2. That means for every $1 I'm risking in this market, I want to gain 2. Everybody got it? So if I'm risking $50 to get in this trade, then I want to see the potential for me to get 100. Well, how do I see that, Leona? Okay, so this is 126 pips to the potential resistance, right? Everybody follow. So that means that my stop loss can only be what? It can only be about 63 pips, right? That's it. That's my max. Okay, cool. So if I were to say, I'm going to enter this trade, if this comes back up to where this high was at, and it's a buy, right? If it comes back up here, well, now that's less than 126 pips, right? So that means we're looking at 100 pips. So my stop loss can only be 50 or less. So I would say, well, where is 50 pips? Ugh. So that would mean my stop loss would have to be somewhere in here, right? Okay. But if I wanted, I trade candlestick patterns. So if I wanted my stop loss to be down here, because this is a previous day high, it would make sense for me. Then I couldn't take that trade because this is greater than a 1 to 1. I would actually lose. I could actually stand to lose more money than I make. Now, there are some scalpers out there. They don't do 1-to-1. They don't do any risk to reward. They're like, hey, look, I know I trade this thing and it moves this amount of pips. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm sticking with. All right. I'm sticking with 20 pips. I'm sticking with 30 pips, whatever it is. If it hits that, oh, well, it's all good. There are some people who trade like that. Yeah, I don't trade like that. Okay. So for me, in our actuality, because the move is already gone, Sunday, the buy has been happening, I've already missed it. So that means for me personally, given this risk to reward that I see, I would have to wait. And this is me. I would have to wait for price to break this, pull back some, okay, and then form a new bullish candlestick pattern. Okay, that's what I would have to wait on. So from here to here, let's see how many pips this is. From here to here, this is our potential retracement. That is 198 pips. Okay, 198 pips. Okay, got it. So that would mean that my stop loss could be, somewhere between 70 and 80 pips. Everybody follow. If you don't, please let me know. I can go back to the chat and check it out. If everybody follows, let me know. If you don't, please let me know. Okay? So this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to break above here, close above here, pull back some. If it pull back here, okay, great. But I needed to make a new bullish candlestick pattern because remember, y'all, I trade candlestick patterns. So I needed to make a new bullish candlestick pattern, and it needs to confirm above this previous month high here. Once it does that, I could take the trade as long as my risk to reward is at a bare minimum 1 to 2. Meaning, if it's 190 pips that I stand to gain from where I'm potentially going to enter, then my stop loss cannot be greater than 80 pips. Okay? Because I want, for every dollar I put into the market, I want to see 2. For my people who swing trade, or if you're like, nah, I look for 1 to 3, okay, great. Well, then you need to look for a setup that has the potential to give you 1 to 3. That's for every $1, you're looking at 3. All right. So I don't see 1 to 3 here. I see there could be a potential for 1 to 2 because this bottom of this golden zone could be another form of resistance. So price could push down, it could go sideways and then decide to either go down or up, or it could just blow straight through it. Okay, and then continue to go up. All right, so that's my first take profit. So I'm going to put a line here to identify that this is going to be my first profit area, potentially. So when I put TP, y'all, that means take profit. Okay, TP means take profit. Oops. TP means take profit. Bottom right. And then I want to look for an area in between here before price comes up here. Because I'm pretty sure if price does continue to push through, then I can see something in between here. And then it comes up here. And that's only if the momentum is there from the buyers. Only if the momentum is there for the buyers. If it's not there from the buyers, then I don't have anything to worry about. Okay? This is my profit anyway. Excuse me, y'all. So I see that there may be some imbalance here because there's a lot of sales. So let me go to the 4-hour real quick. And I see it. So I'm big on imbalances in the market. I changed my color. You can do whatever you want to do. You may not trade imbalances too. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. But this is from November 11th. So I'm going to put that in here. Imbalance 4 hour. 4 hour. And then I said November 11th. All right, cool. So the bottom of this can actually be, the bottom of this imbalance can actually be my profit area. So I'm going to go back to the 1 hour. The bottom of this can be my second take profit point. So I'm gonna do TP2 for buy. And then the top of this golden zone here, the 5618, that's gonna be my take profit 3. And I know some people are like, Leon, there's so much going on in your chart. Hey, listen, whatever works for you, you run it. Okay? If it's too much for you, then I understand. Do something else. Okay? Do something else. Now, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be something else in between this one and the top of this imbalance. So I'm gonna have to find it. Because if I click on here to see how many pips, that's 186. So there's a potential for there to be something else in between here, which I'm looking here. We might see this here. Or what's up here? No, maybe this. That's too close. Let me see. I'm going to change this to a line chart. And I use a line chart, y'all, to help me identify profit areas easier. It really does help. It really does. Everywhere that I go. So, yeah. So, this one that I just drew, it was resistance here. Resistance. It almost became support. So it had a few other touches. I meant my brain. So I'm going to keep that, and then the top of that imbalance will be my other profit area. If y'all have any questions, type it in the chat. Remember, TP stands for take profit. This is the area where I want to see price go for me to make money. Okay? And if you're new to trading and you're like, Leona, this is going over my head, y'all click the link in the description of this video. Or you could wait until the Black Friday sale. Totally up to you. But why I do that? Click the link in the description of this video. I have a course called Day Trader 101, and it helps people with identifying things that they need to know, like learning the basics of trading, of Forex trading, I should say, specifically. And then I also show you my trading strategy as well. And y'all, it's cheap. Man, for the price that I'm showing y'all, this stuff is crazy. It's crazy, man. I did some research and I'm supposed to be charging more, but I'm like, no. The only reason I'm saying no is because I'm like, I want to make sure that people get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. I just want to make sure people get it. Because you could do this anywhere. All right, so screenshot this part. This is the buy. I'm going to identify a potential sale. So let's say price does come up here and then it comes back down. Okay, hypothetically, let's say gold comes up and come back down. It's 272 pips to the previous day high. So I'm pretty sure there's something over here that's stopping gold from going up. So I'm going to just do a line here for a second to help me just see if there's something. Like, I could see this if it did. I don't think it touched it. Oh, this one touched it. This one touched it because I'm like, I could see this being a stopping point. That's why. Okay, y'all. So gold may not buy. Gold may not buy, especially if the U.S. dollar strength is there. Gold may go back into a sale from here because I see that we had the slowdown here before price finally broke down into a sale, and then it attempted to come up. Buyers couldn't push it higher. As you can see, it touched here and then attempted to buy and then come back up. And now we have our sell candle. So if I'm gonna leave this here. So if price does not break above this, then we won't see the buy. Okay, if price doesn't break above here, we won't see the buy. We definitely will see the sell. So that means that this would be from where it's at now. That's still 133 pips. And then if we did this, so we would need like a 60 pip, 60, 65 pip stop loss. That's still too high. So that would mean that if you wanted to take this for a sale and you wanted to use this area as your stop loss, like above here, above this little white line here, if you wanted to use this, then you would definitely have to use like in here somewhere. I would say here, you'd have to use this as your take profit one, and then this could potentially be your take profit two. Okay. So I'm going to do a green line here. And it all depends on, I'm going to make this TP2. But again, it's all going to depend on where price actually goes. So if price comes up here and comes down, this would still potentially be a good take profit 1 point. But again, for me, y'all remember, I'm only looking for 1 to 2 or higher. I don't do 1-to-1s. I stopped that a long time ago. Okay, I stopped that a long time ago. So if this does not give you your risk to reward of 1 to 2, then look at this one. Calculate it to see if this one, from where price is, if this gives you your 1 to 2. If this one doesn't, then look at this one. Now, here's the thing, though. When you do that, as I'm typing this in, when you do that, I need y'all to keep in mind that there is a potential for price to slow down here. If you don't use this as your take profit point, because the risk reward isn't there, there's potential for you to for price to slow down here. Okay, so it could slow down and consolidate, or it could slow down, consolidate, and then bounce back up. So this is a risk that you're willing to take. Okay, and then same thing with this one. So if this is your if this one isn't giving you a risk to reward of 1 to 2, but this one does, then it's the same thing here. So that means you have two areas, two barriers that you're looking at that price could potentially slow down and or turn around completely. Okay, if it doesn't just continue to push down because the momentum is not there for the sale. All right, everybody got it? I hope y'all do. Y'all sure been quiet these past few weeks, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all lucky y'all committed to showing up, because I paid for something that I was learning in, and I jumped out of it to be on here with y'all. So I'm just saying, I hope y'all getting it. I hope y'all getting it. Okay, so I'm gonna just use these other ones as areas too. So again, if you're like, hey, look, this one isn't giving me 1 to 2, this one isn't giving me 1 to 2, so on and so forth, find the next area that gives you your 1 to 2. But keep in mind that there is a risk that price could hit the previous areas that we have found, and price could turn around. Okay, so if you know that you're like a scalper, then you already know, hey, I need to be in and out. If you're a day trader like myself, then there is a potential for you to be in the trade longer if this one doesn't give you the risk reward of 1 to 2. This one doesn't give you the risk reward of 1 to 2. So if I were you, I know there are some people that will say, don't do that, don't do that. But there are also more people that will say, do that, because they do it in the stock market. If I were you, and let's say this TP1 doesn't give you the risk to reward of 1 to 2, but this one does, when price surpasses here, change this price point on your broker, change this price point to your stop loss. Now you have secure profit. So if price were to push back up and not hit this one, you have already secured the bag. Okay, if that makes sense, let me know. All that is like kind of putting a trailing stop in, but you're not necessarily putting a trailing stop in. You can put an alert here. Okay, if you're looking for this one to be your take profit because of the risk to reward, you can put an alert here, and so when price does come here, then now, boom, I could put this as my stop loss. So I'm securing my profit and then let price go on, continue to go down. So long as it go down, we good to go. It hit my profit point, I'm good. Close me out the trade. I don't make my money. If it comes back up and doesn't hit here, it's gonna still close me out, and I have still secured some profit. Okay, so that is that. So we got gold here. Everybody got it. Take your screenshot if you need it. Remember, y'all, with trading view numbers will be different than your broker. Okay, if you're not on the broker on trading view, if you're not on the same broker that you have, the numbers are going to be different. So you just need to go in and make the adjustments with your broker. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's go to Bitcoin. And I haven't seen it. Hold on. Let me double check before I say that. Okay. Yeah. I don't see anyone putting anything in here. So all we're going to do is gold and Bitcoin. All right. Y'all don't put anything in here. We just doing gold and Bitcoin. Okay. So this is the old high. So I'm going to delete that. And then I'm going to delete this too. Oh, I just did it. Oh, no, I didn't just do it. I'm tripping. So this is now, let me delete that. This is now the week high and not just the day high. Let me adjust this a bit. Okay. So this was my old profit point I established like back in January, I want to say, and of this year, and Bitcoin smashed that. I'm gonna show y'all my next potential buy area. Take profit point, and this is for the long haul, y'all. So for my people who are investors in Bitcoin, this is where what the retracement, not the retracement, the fib extension. This is where the fib extension it has shown me earlier this year where Bitcoin has potential to go. Y'all ready? I want to document this so that way nobody can say, "Oh, Leona didn't say that." Yes, Leona did. So I'm not gonna go into how I got it. Like I said, I use a fib retracement, the fib extension, right? To help me with identifying next areas. So that's how I found the 79,000 with that fib extension. And now this is the next potential one. When it hits this, I don't know. Okay, it may be this year, it may be the next bull run. I don't know, but like I said in the video that I posted earlier this week, historically, bull runs end with Bitcoin in the month of November or December. So just putting that out there, okay? So we're in November and the high was 93-ish. Okay, so if Bitcoin does not push back above the 93K mark, then 93,314 may be our high, and that may be the end of our bull run for Bitcoin. Okay, this is not a guarantee, y'all. I'm just saying historically that's what's happened. If y'all want to know what I'm talking about, I'm considering going doing like a kind of like a crypto masterclass like I did last year. I did a bunch of them last year. But I'm thinking about doing a crypto masterclass. I just need to know if people want it. And that's going to be free. It's not something you got to pay for, all right? But yeah, so this is it. Take a screenshot. And this was as of March of this year when I established this area, okay? So it ain't like I just did it. Nope, this was back in March when I established this area using that fib extension, okay? But anyway, so let's get back to it. Okay, so the week is showing us that Bitcoin is still buying. Look like it's heading back to this high that is created, the 93K-ish, right? But let's go to the day. Okay, so the market opened up. Let's see. So Sunday, it sold. This is going into a new trading day, right? So we have Monday, and we have a buy. Okay, so let me do my previous high. And then I'm going to do my previous low for the day. Why I got 3 blue lines? 1 second, y'all. I don't know how I have 3. Lord. Yeah, remove that. Oh, no, not that one. I thought I pressed the blue one. Goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I need to pull up another line for this previous day low here. All right, cool. So now I have my previous day high, previous day low. This is current day. This is where we are right now. This is the previous day. All right, bet. So right now, Bitcoin is kind of moving sideways, as you can see on the day. Right, it made this high on Wednesday, and then it's just been kind of moving sideways, back and forth, back and forth. All right. And so the 4 hours showing us the same thing. And so I already have this. This is a long way away. Long way away. I'm gonna change this because I can use where price slowed down and then brought about a new buy. So I'm gonna use this. This is where the buy began again. This is where it began again. Why is this not playing? Oh, that's why. I'm like, it got quiet. Now I hear my music. If this is helping you, let me know. Type it in the chat. If this is helping you, let me know. And if it is helping you, make sure you share this video with somebody else, y'all. Share it with 1 trader, 2 traders. You know, if they are looking to learn a skill, share with them. If they have been trading for a while and they just need a bit of confirmation for what they're doing, share with them. If they are struggling and they're like, Lord have mercy, I've been sitting here learning, I don't spit out this money, I don't blew so many accounts or whatever, share with them. I may or may not be their cup of tea, but guess what? That's not on you to decide. That's for them to decide. Okay? So be a good friend and share. I thought I did it. I did not. I thought I did it. There we go. All right, cool. Hold up 1 second. Let me make this a little longer because it may take Bitcoin a minute to get itself together and figure out what it's going to do. Okay, so, I just realized I don't have this EMA on here for the longest. Okay, so I have my demand zone down here at the bottom. Again, if you're new to trading, you're like, Leona, you in these terms. Do me a favor, write it down. Demand, like supply and demand, yes, demand. Put down demand zone and then go to ChatGPT. If you don't have the money to learn how to trade right now, go to ChatGPT. Okay, that is free. There's a paid version, but there's also a free version. Go to ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT to explain to you supply and demand zone in Forex trading like you're a 5th grader. Okay? Or to where a 5th grader can understand. Whatever verbiage you want to use, type that in there, and I'm telling you, ChatGPT gonna help you out. So when I'm talking about, oh yeah, price is down here in this demand zone, you're not like, I don't get it. You got it because ChatGPT told you so. Okay. All right. So that is that. So let me close this out because now I have my zones, right? And I see on the 4 hour, it's showing me the same thing, similar to what the day is showing. That gold has made its move and now it's just going sideways. It hasn't made a decision to buy. It hasn't made a clear decision to sell on the 4 hour. So what that tells me is I'm going to have to wait. I already know now. I'm gonna have to wait to trade Bitcoin. There ain't gonna be no jumping in like we go. Okay. So let me drop down to the 1 hour because I trade off of the 1 hour for the most part, like I shared earlier, because I'm a day trader. I don't do much scalping. I scalp, here and there, but that's not my expertise. My lane is definitely day trading. So I'm gonna look and see how many pips from this day high here it is to this previous week high. Okay, so from here, it didn't do it. I saw it too. I'm gonna go right here. There we go. So from this day high to this previous week high, we're looking at 1,915 pips. Okay, that's pretty decent. So let's just say we need to use so we said 1,900. Okay, so that means that we can have a stop loss of about, quite possibly 700, maybe 800 pips. Now, here's the thing. I know somebody's like, that's a lot of pips. Yes, but the spreads are very high with Bitcoin. The payouts are really great too, but the spreads are really high with Bitcoin. So, and the pullbacks are really great with Bitcoin. So if you're not a proficient and effective Forex trader, I'm talking about with your currency pairs, if you're not a proficient or really consistently profitable trader with indices like SPX 500, NAS 100, US 30, and whatnot, you may not want to try to trade Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, don't even attempt to trade Bitcoin. This is one of those things where it could really damage your confidence in trading if you come over here and you haven't mastered the other things, or you haven't seen consistent growth and profit with other things. I strongly suggest, if you are not consistently profitable with currency pairs, gold, and or indices like NAS 100 or US 30, Bitcoin is not for you. Everybody got it? I'm being straight up. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I could see, like a 700, maybe 800 pip stop loss. Okay, cool. It would need to be underneath this previous day high here in order for me to take it. So, okay, cool. So this will be TP again, y'all, means take profit. This is where I want to see price go. So that way the broker can close me out in profit and they update my account balance saying, Leona, you made some money with that trade. All right, cool. Now, because this is an all-time high, we don't have any data to say, hey, price may go here, okay, unless you're proficient with using something called a Fibonacci extension. Then that's how you can find other price points like what I did here, okay? So this is a large gap, 93,000 to 119,000. So guess what? If anything, I'm looking at when would be my next best selling opportunity? Okay. So if Bitcoin does not break out of if Bitcoin does not break out of here to the upside, then I could potentially see a sale. Not to say don't trade in between here, but if I were you, especially if you're not really good at identifying it, I would personally wait until Bitcoin cleared out of here. And the only reason why is because it could play around in here. See how price came here? Look at this. I'm gonna make a white line right here, and then I'm gonna make this a bit wide, a bit bigger. Okay, so let me make this a bit bigger for y'all to see. Oops, wrong way. Me against the world. Okay, so see how price came down. This is support, y'all. Came down, didn't quite touch it. Okay, and then it was resistance over here. Okay, resistance and support. It played around on this line. Resistance. Do you see what I'm saying? So this tells me that Bitcoin could come back and touch this area and bounce back up and just play around. I don't want to be stuck in a trade forever. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to roll with the safe thing. And the safe thing is to say, if I want to sell Bitcoin, I'm going to wait for Bitcoin to do this. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to just bust up out of here. I know patience is a virtue. I want to see it pull back up. If it come all the way back up, okay, great. If it don't, if it pulls back, that's what I want. And then bam. Okay, that's what I want to see. I'm not taking it in between here because I just showed y'all that Bitcoin could come here, play around again, and push back up. Or it could pass it and then come back up. It could do a bunch of stuff. I don't want to be stuck in that trade because I'm a day trader. I want to be in and out as fast as possible. Okay, within the 24-hour time span. Within that trading day, I want to be out of the trade. I would love to be out of the trade. Okay, everybody got it. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to identify a couple of potential take profit areas. This looks like one right here, but I got to see how many pips this is. Let me see. So from here, I'm trying to find a spot where it was at. It's not letting me do it. Okay, here. So from here to here, I'm looking at, come on. So from here to here, I'm looking at quite possibly 1,000, so 1,100 pips, roughly. Okay, so that means I can have a stop loss between 500 and 550. Okay, it can't be 600, y'all, because it's not 1,200 pips. So somewhere between 500 and 550, that would have to be my stop loss. Okay, cool. So I can use this as a take profit point. And y'all, if you need to, if you can't identify from like looking at candlestick pattern, candlesticks like me, remember y'all, you can always change it to a line chart. Price touched here. This is support. Okay, it came through but came back up. Came through, came back up. Touched it again. So that's 2 for sure. This is 3 for sure, right? This is 4 for sure. So that's 4 touches. Remember, I've said this before in some of my previous sessions, right? That 2 or more touches gives us a stronger support or resistance. This has 4. So that tells me that Bitcoin has the potential, should it sell, to definitely come here if it breaks below this previous day low here. Okay, so that's my take profit 1. I'm gonna just leave it up here for now since I'm already on the line chart. I see, let me see, maybe, nope. Maybe it's something over here. It's gotta be, right? No, oh no, it's not. So this one would be a bit tricky because price hasn't been up here. So I only have 1 here. Let me see. Well, I could probably use this because this is support, resistance, resistance. So I can use that. And then either this or this. So I'm going to change it to a candle and see if this comes down. I'm using this. I'm using this because we have doji. Okay. This one has a doji too. So either one would actually be pretty sufficient. But I'm going to use this one because we have sell, doji, and then the buy. So that all of them close and open at the same spot 3 times. All right. Same thing here look like. But anyway, okay, cool. So I have at least 3 take profit areas for the sale. Okay, at least 3. So price needs to, though, it has to break this day low here, come down, pull back up some, okay, either all the way up or up some, form a new bearish candlestick pattern, and it has to confirm below this previous day low here, and then these are my take profit points. Again, like I said, if one of them doesn't give you the risk to reward of at least 1 to 2, then use the next area. But keep in mind that this is putting you at a bit of a risk of price slowing down or turning around. Okay, so you have to be okay with that risk. If you're not okay with that risk, don't take the trade. Move on to something else. Okay, move on to something else that is a bit safer to you. Okay, and so I'm gonna more than likely have to use this with these lows here as another potential take profit because I don't have anything else to go off of. I really don't. I mean, I could actually use, because this is kind of like a bit of an imbalance between these two going up. So I can use that, but I was going to use this here. So, and then the top of this golden zone here, that'll be a final one. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not doing a whole lot. So this is only if Bitcoin decides to break out of this area that it's just hovering in and sell off. If it doesn't and it pushes to the upside, we have our potential buy area. Okay, I see you. I'm glad it's helping. Cool. So now we have our buy area and we have our sell area. Shame on you. Okay, so we need this candle to push up, pull back, form a new bullish candlestick pattern. It needs to confirm above this previous day high here. Once it does that, then I can take it for the buy. This is the only take profit point we have because this is the previous all-time high from last week. Okay, remember y'all, this is the next thing I have from the fib extension. 119. That's a long way away. Okay, so if the buy momentum is not there for Bitcoin, then we won't see that this year. Okay, if the buy momentum is not there for Bitcoin, we won't see that. All right, so keeping our eyes on this target here. That's it. If it doesn't clear this, and then it comes down below here, we definitely should be seeing or preparing for our sale. Okay, especially if it clears this previous day low. All right, if it clears that previous day low, y'all, I'm taking the sale. I don't care. I'm taking it as long as it's no news. I'm taking the sale. Okay, like I said, if you're a beginner to trading, y'all please stay away from Bitcoin. Stick to this is the order, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Okay, here is the order. Hopefully, y'all took y'all screenshot. All right. But here's the order when it comes to trading. For me, this is what I tell people. When you're first starting out, stick to your currency pairs. The first ones that you should start with are your majors. That is anything paired with the US dollar. So that's Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, USD JPY, NZD USD, and AUD USD. Those 6 are your, oh no, my bad. Did I say USD CHF? I don't think I said that. So USD CHF, if I didn't say it. USD CHF, those are your majors. Anything paired with the US dollar, that is your major, right? And it's not anything paired with US dollar. It's other currencies that's part of strong economies, okay? So those is where you should start. Then you can now graduate, okay? You can graduate, you go to middle school. And you can now start trading your minors. That's like GBP JPY, AUD JPY, Euro GBP. You see what I'm saying? GBP NZD, all of that. Those are your minors. You can graduate to that. Now, if you're a person that's like, hey, I really like exotics, like I really like, trading the peso, or I really like trading the ZAR or whatever, but I want it paired with US dollar. Okay, cool. Then you can trade those things. But just know you need to graduate from trading your majors. You need to graduate from trading your minors. Then you can trade your exotics. Everybody got it. Once you get those in order, and that's only if you want to trade exotics, okay? Not everybody want to do it because I don't, okay? So I didn't follow this order because I wasn't taught this, but I did start out with FOREX pairs, currency pairs first. Then I went to gold. Okay. So now once you have your majors under wraps, like you're consistently profitable with that, you have your minors, you're consistently profitable with that. If you want to do exotics, okay, cool, get consistently profitable with that. Then you can go to commodities, gold, oil. Some people trade silver, so gold, silver, oil. If you want to do those things, you need to make sure that you're proficient in those other things first, your currency pairs first. Once you get proficient, you're seeing consistent profit, okay? Day after day, week after week, like you're ending the week in profit when you're trading gold, when you're trading silver, when you're trading oil. Then you should consider, if you want to, trading indices, meaning your SPX 500. That's the equivalent to the S&P 500 in the stock market, for my people who aren't familiar. You can consider trading NAS 100. That is equivalent to the NASDAQ in the stock market, okay? You can consider trading US 30. That is the equivalent to the Dow Jones in the stock market. Everybody got it? This is the order. Once you are proficient with trading one or all three of those, or two of them, whatever you want to do, okay, then I would say, okay, cool. So now if you want to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP or anything like that, now you could go over there because you have built up the muscle to be able to withstand and understand volatility in the market. You cannot build up that muscle from going from major currency pairs, then talking about I'm about to start trading Bitcoin. It's not going to work. You're going to go into the market and get your head knocked off. Then you're going to be upset and you're going to be like, trading crypto is a scam. No, baby, it's not a scam. You just didn't follow the steps. Okay. You got to get proficient in other areas before you can come over here. Because see, this is the big boy league. Trading Bitcoin, you can't just come over here. Any old person can't trade Bitcoin. Spreads are higher, meaning for my people, again, that are like, Leona, the terms, go to ChatGPT, type in explain to me what a spread means in Forex trading like I'm a fifth grader. Type that in and it'll give you the answer, okay? But layman's terms, spread means it's going to cost you to enter the trade. Entering a trade with Bitcoin costs way more than it does entering a trade for NAS 100 than it does for SPX 500. It costs more than trading US 30. This is why I said this is the order. Everybody got it? If y'all got it, let me know. If y'all got the order, let me know. You need to start with your majors first. If you're new to trading, you need to start with your majors first, then trade minors, get proficient with that, profitable with that. If you want to trade exotics, okay, cool. You can trade exotics. I'm not an exotics trader. I don't do that. Okay. But then you can go to gold, silver, oil, your commodities. Okay. Get proficient and consistently profitable with that. Then go to your indices, SPX 500, NAS 100, and US 30 or US 30. Get proficient with that. Then and only then, young grasshopper, are you ready for Bitcoin? I'm telling y'all, because if I would have had someone break it down to me like that, y'all would have saved myself thousands of dollars. I would have blown so many accounts. I wouldn't have lost so much money because I didn't understand the process. Period. I didn't understand the process. Okay, that's your order. If you don't follow that order and you still got to touch the stove to see if it's hot, because I've done it, then hey, by all means. But just know, once you see that it's hot, I need you to get your butt back to where you belong, wherever that's at. Get back to where you belong, wherever that's at. Everybody got it. Okay, I see the thumbs up. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. I did those two. I showed you our goal. I showed you Bitcoin. Like I said, if you're a beginner, stay away from Bitcoin. Period. Don't do it. You heard it here. And I also gave y'all the next potential area where Bitcoin could go. And that does not mean that's going to happen this year, y'all. Okay? Because I told y'all already, based off of the data that I've collected, the studying that I've done of Bitcoin, because I've been trading this since 2020, the end of 2020 actually. That was when I started trading Bitcoin, like for real, trading Bitcoin. Was the end of 2020. So from what I know and the data that I've collected, Bitcoin hits its all-time highs in the end of its bull runs in the months of November and December. That's all I'm saying. We're in November and it hit 93K. If it does not surpass 93K this month or in December, I'm telling y'all now, if I were you, I would be preparing for a sell-off of Bitcoin. If you're investing in Bitcoin or want to invest in Bitcoin, this is going to be your time to start making sure you're putting your money to the side. If I were you, if you haven't bought and you want to buy, this is the time to put your money to the side. Start putting some money every single week. Start putting some money every single week, because there is a potential for Bitcoin to drop back down, and it could go as low as 18,000-ish. Okay, I'm not lying. I did the data. If y'all follow me on TikTok, y'all can go on there. You can see the whole video. Okay, I'm thinking about doing a crypto masterclass, but I just need people to be like, yeah, I wanna attend, because I'm not about to waste my time. All right, I'm not even gonna lie. It's got to be, it's got to be some people like, yeah, I want to attend that crypto masterclass, because I can actually break it down a bit more so people can see why I said the price point I said. Like, I can actually show y'all. Okay. All right. So Black Friday is coming up. I have some things that will be on sale. One of those is something that, of course, you all have heard, possibly if you've been following this YouTube channel, if you've been subscribed to this YouTube channel and listen to me at all. Okay. I have a Day Trader 101 course that is a 30-day self-paced trading educational course where you will learn the basics of FOREX, all kind of stuff, trading psychology, and of course, you're going to learn my trading strategy, my 3-part system. Well, I don't want to say 3-part system, because it's not 3 parts. It's more like 6 to 7 parts, but or 6 to 7 steps. But there's 3 things that you must do before you even open up TradingView. So yeah, that's one of the things that's going to be there. Majority of the stuff, y'all, is going to be 50% off. So if you have said, hey, I want to attend like your 90-day trading bootcamp, I'm definitely planning to do that at the top of the year. If you wanted to attend that and you didn't get to do it in 2023, 2024, because your money was a little funny, this is the perfect time to do it. This is the perfect time to do it. Get it for the Black Friday prices, and then you can pay over time. Okay, so that's something else that'll be on sale. And I have something that I'm going to be launching, but y'all won't see that until for my people that's part of the Prosperity Cause community. Y'all will see that before the 22nd. Everyone else will see that on Black Friday, which is the 29th. Okay, so that's what it is. If you want to become part of the Prosperity Cause community and get early access to these things, like getting your slots early, especially with the 90-day trading bootcamp, because those slots are very limited. Because right now I got somebody I'm working on to help me with teaching trading. And so, but I need to see their results first before I say, yeah, you can help with the people that are trusting me to help them with trading. So that's the reason why I have to keep the classes small right now, because it's just me, and we do homework and quizzes and tests and all kind of stuff. So I can't have really large classes with homework, quizzes, and tests. I would need to keep it small to make sure I'm giving everybody their time. Okay. So, like I said, if you want to get first dibs on these sales, you need to go ahead and join the Prosperity Cause community. So go to the website. You can scan this QR code if you want to, and just let it be known that you want to be a part of the community, and then that way you can be on the list. All right. I will have a wait list coming up this week, so that way you all can just get added to the wait list of whichever one you want to purchase. All right. So there it is. That is it. That is all. Next FOREX analysis is going to happen on the 24th. Okay. If anything comes up, I'll let y'all know. But as of right now, that is the plan. And then after that, we're going to be in the last few weeks of trading for me. Y'all, the 20th of December is when I'm done trading for the year. Okay. So after that, I won't be doing another live market analysis because I'm not trading. So I want to say it's December 20th, right? Yeah, December 20th is a Friday. So that's my last day of trading. So that means there will not be a live market analysis on the 22nd or the 29th because I'm not going to be trading after December 20th. If you have been trading for a while, you should already have your cutoff date established. If you don't, I don't know what you're waiting on. Okay. I really don't know what you're waiting on. Like, seriously, you need to make sure you establish that now. Okay. So that is it. That is all. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Make sure you get some rest. Get to these charts tomorrow and let's go make some money. Okay. I'll see y'all next week. Hope y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.